We've got to make sure it's fully charged so we can just talk to someone that's next to us. Hey guys, Becca here. Sorry I didn't do a video last week. I think, as you can see, I've been a bit busy. I did plan a not so good video anyways, so you're lucky because I've changed it round considering of the such hot weather. This video is tricks to survive the hot weather. Number 1. Now, for those of you that are freaks and actually wear covers and long sleeve clothing in the hot weather, for those of you who actually do that, you guys may be wearing satin, silk or polyester. No, don't do that. They may be light clothing, like they feel thin and that, but the best things to wear is cotton. Yes, cotton, because it is actually so you wear white cotton and it's very breathable. That's the whole thing about it, whereas silk is very compact. As much as it feels thin, you don't get enough airspace between you and the covers. Number 2. Now this one I thought was quite clever actually. For when you're in bed or just sitting down. Okay, so we have hot water bottles for winter time, but we don't usually have anything for the hot weather. Well, hot water bottles aren't just used for hot water. You can actually freeze them. Fill them up with water, and instead of just filling them up with hot water, you just bung them in the freezer and you bring it out, and then you've got a nice cool ice pack for when you want to go to bed to cuddle up to, or just on the sofa watching a film. Okay, the next one. So if you're really hot, you may think like what I'm about to say is completely stupid, but instead of making cool drinks or refreshing foods like lollipops and stuff, no. Your best bet is to have a hot chocolate. I know, it's hot and it kind of doesn't work with what you're trying to do, or just have a hot meal. But what I have been told is that because you are hot yourself and you are eating something that's equally as hot, it actually neutralises your body temperatures and sort of sets them to a set level, so you're not too hot or too cold. So you will actually cool down by eating or drinking hot foods in hot weather. I've actually tried this and it does work, so I can give you my guarantee on that. Before I go on to the next one, I'm just gonna have to raise an issue. It does annoy me, like, when guys are hot they can just take off their shirt and they're all fine. But girls, no, we're not allowed. So we have to sit here and suffer in a t-shirt or vest top even. But if we wear a bikini it's fine. Doesn't quite make sense, does it? Because a bikini and a bra or knickers are essentially the same thing, let's be honest, except one's waterproof. Okay, the next one. Do you ever feel that when you put on a fan it's dry air conditioning and it's very dry and you don't get enough, it doesn't cool you enough? Or it doesn't cool you down enough, that's what I was trying to do. Well, this one's sort of like a little hack. You're only going to need 2 water bottles and you're going to have to trim off either the top or the bottom, doesn't really matter which, and place it upside down. Then you put a bunch of ice in either one, or both. You have to put both in, and then clip them on the back of the fan, with either a hair clip or like paper clip or something that will hold it. Put it on either side of the back, and then it should it shouldn't be as dry. It should be very moist. I don't know the word to use, but it should be a lot more cooler than it was before, basically. Another thing you can do with a window is position, if you got like a little fan obviously, if you position it from sort of just where your window is, so that obviously your window needs to be open, which it probably will in this hot weather. But yeah, for that then, when you turn the fan on it sort of rotates a bit, or even if it's sort of facing directly towards you and the air is, or the window is behind the fan, then that will sort of bring in all the fresh air from outside as well. You may think it's a bit muggy outside, but fresh air, if it's windy, this hack will definitely help because it will be a lot more relaxing and refreshing than some air out of your bedroom. Now this one I think it says it works. I should have thought of this before actually. So in cold weather you usually cover your pulse points in like scarves or gloves because that makes you stay warmer. So this means your neck, your wrists and your ankles. Oh, and your ears. Back of your ears. But in the hotter weathers you don't really want to be covering all that up. So instead you put ice packs on your pulse points. And that will cool you down because your pulse points is basically what is or determines your temperature. If the sun goes on here, then you're going to be boiling. If there's ice on here, then you're going to be cold. So I think it's a pretty good hack, to be honest. Also, another one is, I know people aren't going to like this because of modern ages and stuff, you have to stop charging your devices because it can actually let off heat. Although it may not feel like it, or sometimes it might, depending what device you use, but that can actually rise the temperatures up in the room. But obviously we all need our phone chargers these days, and we've got to make sure it's fully charged so we can just talk to someone that's next to us. And I'll give you a very obvious one. Cold showers. Cold showers is one that you don't want to do, so you run a hot shower or bath anyways, but no, a cold one, if you're daredevil enough, you will go there. That's like going in a sea at the beach. You know it's freezing cold, but you know it'll be refreshing, so you just gotta go in there, dunk your head down, and you will be fine. Although that sea was kind of cold at first, but you couldn't jump the waves. And there were pebbles on the beach. That was just... that hurt. Okay guys, I hope some of these hacks may have helped you. I'm sure they will with me as well. As I said, I've tried some of them and they work. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below for more videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!